What's up, guys? Finally, the episode you've all been waiting for. We're gonna tear down this 6-liter LS motor that was in the Shithorse, our project Turbo Mustang.
I know I've been waiting.
Yeah, and the subscribers have been too.
Suspense is killing me.
I haven't been able to sleep. It's been bugging the shit out of me. I'm just kidding. I don't really give a fuck.
Already spilling.
I didn't spill. Oh, jeez.
Well, you said. What, the knock sensors? Yeah, they gotta come off of the cupboard. We also need a bolt up. Say not drop it inside the engine, but coming apart anyways. We need a box for the bolts.
Got the pan off of it. Clayton's working on getting the knock sensors out of it. And now we're gonna start taking this off. Waiting for the air compressor to charge up, as you can hear. And then we're gonna use the impact to get this bolt off, and then the puller to get the pulley off, or the crank pulley, yeah. Always a fun job.
You gotta like use a big bar on it because that's how tight it is.
Yeah. We just tried heating it up and it still won't come off with the impact.
Try to do something like that, yeah.
So now we gotta do some jamming of things and cranking of bars, basically.
Crank jamming.
Yeah.
Put a 2x4 in there. Some
Everybody
softwood.
crank jam.
Some of that heavy 20% tariff Canadian soft lumber.
That one was tighter. Jam that way.
That's on the rail.
Oops.
Oh, this thing looks really nice.
Hold on. What's it?
Well, I'm not just pressing that very much.
Yeah, it's just sitting on the timing cover, so.
I think we do better until we flip it over and just put something.
Yeah,
I could do something like that. Be better. Piece of wood. I don't want it stayed in the follower.
Looks pretty good, Mike.
Yeah, relatively clean looking.
Still see that crosshatch.
Definitely no immediate noticeable damage in the cylinders. We probably won't even find anything wrong with it, really. And it'll be unknown what the noise was.
Low oil pressure. Something to do with the oil pressure. Be my guess. This one, I think.
One of those two we figure is the call. Oh, that one's really dirty looking.
Well, those are the ones that are making the noise.
Is that a sign?
The real dirty one might be the one that we swapped out.
Yeah. Well, it is.
Right. That's the one that was making noise. Now this is the one we pulled out. Right?
Some of the tweets were absolutely hilarious. I'll read you some of them right now.
This should be the bad one.
This is the one that we swapped out.
Yeah.
Because I cleaned it on the wire brush. That's why it's so clean. That's the one that we have to inspect. Inspection.
How's that cam journal look?
Normal, I'd say. Stock Junkyard LS goodness. This motor had like what, 280k on it or something?
240.
240. Whatever that works out to in miles. It's pretty clean though. Definitely cleaner than the L33 is. We never had this one apart. Well, besides the stuff we've had to do and the head change with the L33
Hey, Mike,
heads.
don't film this. Fuck, it's so close.
No, this is how you're supposed to do it. This is tech tips. We're gonna jam a piece of wood or something in there so the crank can't turn while we use something big to crank on this bolt. Clayton might have a lot of accurate like measuring and, you know, machinist tools around here, but when it comes to cutting wood, it's pretty old school.
Or anything for that matter.
The last fucking.
Hello? Hello? 1989, are you here? Hello? I thought maybe the...
Oh.
I thought maybe the shock would
That's a nice plane.
vibrate and loose.
Always precise, this guy. Custom machined wood block.
I don't think you'd worry about the sawdust. Nothing.
Put something on the. Don't use that breaker bar. That was already cracked.
There it goes.
Ew.
You just need a little pipe on your.
Well, I think the way Rob heated it was a lot better than the way you were heating it.
These fucking buggy whips here.
That's the easy part.
That's the easy part. Now comes the hard part with the puller and the slipping of the teeth and the and
I looked
everything.
for a big hose clamp. One of the
Yeah, I was gonna say
someone had commented about
hose clamp or even
hose
zip
clamp
ties.
around it, but I didn't have anything.
Look at that. Like a fucking beaver got a hold of it. Like a fucking beaver got a hold of it.
Has those cutouts in it, eh?
Yeah, but where it doesn't have a cutout, that's where you put the puller.
Nice. You can see this balancer is a little different than the ones we've dealt with before. It has these little teeth that the teeth of the puller is going to be able to pull on, if that makes sense.
But definitely coming. I need more like washers or something to put behind it. Keep going.
Yeah, I know, but I got him on a thread.
I know, you're almost there.
That's it.
Just try hitting it with the hammer.
Ew.
It's like those two bullets that intersected at, was it World War I?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I made tons of those.
Here is one of our possible culprits for the noise the engine was making, the oil pump.
So now, I mean, this is what everyone's talking about, that relief valve sticking. So we could take that off and see what we
Check
can
for that somehow, or
I guess probably if we took the front cover of the oil pump off.
is the face of the gears worn?
Not really. I mean,
What does the cover look like?
just worn like they normally would wear, I guess. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you can see it moving inside there.
Yeah. The only thing is, it looks like it has a little.
Maybe it was moving, but it wasn't seating right or something.
There's a filter at the bottom of it. I can't really get it to come out.
Which machine shop are we gonna use, boys?
Clayton's house machine shop.
House of horsepower.
A ball hone on a stick.
No. Maybe we'll have to turn the engine over again. It's not sticking, so I don't see it
Probably not that.
being a problem.
Well, someone did guess cam bearings the problem, so.
I watched Big Clyde 34 or whatever, trying to take a cam out of his truck. He was having some issues.
It would have been this one.
No, this one.
No.
It's the last two.
Oh, you're right.
Right, so I don't see anything abnormal wear on it.
No signs of nothing.
It just needs more oil pressure.
That may be. But why did it have no oil?
We had a subscriber that wanted to send us a high volume pump for this motor, or the 5.3, or one of them.
Nothing's jumping out at me so far. I don't see anything broken, like a broken valve spring, or, you know, the tops of the valves don't look chewed up or super worn or anything.
Take the back cover off, we have to take it off the engine stand.
To look at the barbell in the back, you have to take the cover off.
Are we pulling the piston and rods out?
Well, if we're gonna take it off the engine stand, we might as well.
I definitely like to check all the bearings on it, make sure they all look good. Unless that gauge is bad, there was an issue of it not having oil pressure, so, which could have just been causing it to, that lifter. I mean, it could be that one of the lifters, that one of those lifters is weak, right? Like,
2 in a row?
maybe we got the wrong one, I don't know.
Show them how to stamp, Clayton.
Well, you don't have to hit it like a fucking caveman, but you gotta make them work. Yeah, so look at that. That's the nicest 2 I ever saw. You got that 3 ready, bro? We got a first time LS'er here on the show tonight.
What?
When's the last time you took a rod out of a motor?
Probably never. I'm a first-time motor period.
Well, these LSs are like fucking Lego, so it's probably a good way to start out with. Okay, let's do this one at a time so we don't fucking mix these up.
Ooh, look at that. We already looked at these though, didn't we? When we had the oil pan off.
Yeah,
What?
These we already
Yeah.
looked at.
Couple of them.
We didn't.
no,
we didn't
looked
look
all-
at the
We looked at all the rods.
top end though, like the rod side of the bearing.
Where's that cap?
Right here.
Some aftermarket rods are chamfered, like, you know,
It's rounded.
rounded, like edged, whatever, and that goes towards the outside of the crank. And
The
then
face of the
flats
crank.
go together, right? If the one side's flat and the one side's chamfered, that goes towards the crankshaft. This is what they call a cracked rod. So what they do is when they make these rods, they make them in one piece. So this is one piece.
Yeah.
And then they actually crack them in half, right?
Okay.
So see how this looks cracked? Looks all crappy.
Yeah.
And it's all super rough. That's because they actually broke this in half at the factory. So basically when you put it on, it only goes on one way. If you put it on backwards,
Yeah.
it doesn't line up.
No,
Rob's
it's
tech tip.
Yeah.
Rob's custom
I
RFG.
already said this in one of the...
Yeah, no, we did.
But that, if
But-
you never saw that,
Exactly. Yeah.
and that's supposed to make them stronger.
Do a lot of engines use
I put
cracked
a lot-
rods, or is that kind of an LS
I don't know.
specific?
I think it's kind of a new thing.
This is
They've
how
been,
it's set
used,
up. This
they've
is
been
how it's
doing
set
that
up
for
on a
like
diff
10,
that
15
they-
years.
Look at that shit horse piston. All the adventures we've had.
Like, look at these bearings.
They're nice.
Is that
For a 300,000
this thing's
kilometers.
got like
or
100 miles on it.
Yeah.
More than
It's
that.
insane how well the bearings. When I took mine apart, the bearings were mint too. I put new ones, but I probably didn't have to.
Huh. Oh. Yeah.
What? Is this rod bent?
Yep.
Is that the one we changed though, or no?
Yep.
It
Must
is?
be. Look how clean it is. Let me
Sloppy. Your rod was bent.
See that. No, I think it got bent again.
On your fucking your
Mike's
tubes.
tune-up.
Your tubes
Yeah.
they go bang. That's what happens.
Well, actually though, if it did the same hole twice, would that?
Your tune's shitty on that hole.
Well, it's the same across all the holes. So maybe is there like an ignition problem there, or,
Injector.
or an injector? Even looks all red, like it's bloody and beaten.
Crying.
I mean, this
You
one
can
looks
see the
okay.
major damage right there. Yeah.
Yeah, because look at how clean the ringland is here compared to this one.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would almost think this is the one that we replaced, and then it got bent again.
We could always look back in the videos to confirm.
Yeah, but I think we bent the rod again. Well, like I
Yep.
said, look how hard it's hitting the that or
There's aluminum on the crank through.
yeah. Well, it's hitting super hard. Like it wasn't.
Well, not that side.
It wasn't that
Where?
bad before. Like I can tell that this is bent now. I could, as soon as we pulled the oil pan off, I could tell that it was bent.
And you didn't say anything.
No, because I wanted to see when we pulled it out.
Does look a little bendy.
I don't know if that's what caused the noise or, but I mean that's really hitting the crank.
When we took it apart the first time, there was just like a little bit of a nick that you could
Yeah.
tell it was touching, but it hadn't like
Well-
impacted itself into the fucking
So you
crank.
could barely tell where that's chewed into the piston a little bit.
We do have another rod from Sloppy still we can throw in there. Although I really want to build the L33. This motor's been good and all, and it's been fun, but it's time to upgrade. Those Gen 4 rods, the aluminum block, we're gonna max out that GT45 turbo. Could have been enough to set the knock sensor off and make the bang and pop happen. And the stalling at Power Cruise, this poor engine,
These Gen 3 rods.
beat the hell out of it. Yeah, like are they made out of?
Well, we need to find.
They made out of spaghetti?
We should really look for a set of Gen 4 rods for this one.
Or we put this motor in like a different project that doesn't even have a turbo, like a potential drift build perhaps. We'll just put this back in with the other good Sloppy rod, some valve train upgrades, put her in a 240,
Poor bear.
and get 100,000 subscribers. Simple as that. What would you guys think of that? A drift build on SPPTV?
No drift.
No? No, not at all? I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Or maybe we do like an off-road build and put it in there? Rock buggy?
You got a roller at all?
No.
We'll just put a lift on the Sonics thing.
We gotta fabricate like a full tube chassis rock buddy. Rock buddy.
Rock buddy.
To get the crank out, we'll have to get this back cover off. That's what we're looking at right now. And being on the engine stand, we won't be able to get it out of there.
What are we seeing here?
I don't know, you tell me.
Nothing.
Lifters all look good.
They do, yeah.
If you guys didn't know, these LS cranks actually have some braille on them here. If you read that with your finger, it says strong as fuck. So what's the conclusion ski tonight? Boys?
351 Windsor.
Well, from everything we took apart, everything looked
We
normal.
got a bent rod.
Other than the bent rod.
But
yeah.
besides
Some
the bent
low oil
rod.
pressure.
The bent rod probably wasn't making the noise because we figured it just insta-clearanced itself when it happened.
Well, it was definitely that lifter.
Or it happened super recently. So there you have it, guys. The 6-liter exploded. This is the first time we've actually had it apart.
Exploded.
Exploded. Like
Apart.
apart.
Oh,
Like an
Exploded
exploded diagram, yeah.
I understand.
You know what I mean? Although you guys have seen other LSs exploded on this channel. The oil pump stuff looked okay. The cam, bearings, everything that wise looked okay. What do you guys think we should do with this motor? Should we use the 5.3 for the shit horse, put this back in the shit horse, put this in a truck?
We're wrapping it up.
We're wrapping it up. What do we got? What do we got to tell the subscribers, Clayton?
Should have gone Coyote.
No, that's not what we got to tell them. Rob,
Polar.
do you know the rap?
Catch you later.
No, that comes at the end. But before that, we usually say like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new. And we're going to be doing lots of LS Turbo cool stuff, as always.
And some real shitty body work.
So here's our typical awkward goodbye. Check you later. Check you later. Say it, Clayton.
See you later.
Say it.
See you later.
Check you later.
See you later.
Check you later.
I'm not checking anything. Check your underwear.